Busan Mayor's National Amateur Volleyball Tournament from tomorrow to June 2nd at the Busan Gijang Gymnasium. A total of around 1,000 amateur volleyball players forming 30 men's and 30 women's teams from across the country will compete in the event. The tournament will begin with group league matches tomorrow, followed by a knockout round on June 1st for the top teams from each group. In addition, a special autograph session will also be held featuring popular professional volleyball players from Busan. In international news, despite ongoing peace talks, Russia has accelerated its military advance in Ukraine this year, carrying out the largest drone and missile attacks since the war began and expanding control in the eastern Donbas region. The intensified attacks are raising doubts about Russia's sincerity in peace talks. And now for today's weather. It is 24 degrees Celsius under clear skies. The lowest will be around 12 degrees. That wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You are listening to BEFM 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is Midday Mate with Kimberly An. BEFM 부산영어방송.
It's May 30th, and we have a fun, slightly starchy reason to celebrate today. It's the International Day of Potatoes. Yes, you heard that right. A whole day dedicated to the humble potato. Whether mashed, fried, boiled, baked, or turned into something creative in your kitchen, the potato has been with us through centuries, feeding families and inspiring recipes. So today, we're peeling back the layers in this unassuming root vegetable. And trust me, there's a lot more than meets the eye. Stick around as we dig into the story behind this global day, explore how potatoes became a culinary staple, and share some delicious dishes from around the world. It's Friday, May 30th, 2025, and this is Midday Mate. Let's get started.
Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. I got the feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair, and I'm wondering how I'll get down the stairs. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you, and I'm wondering what it is I should do. It's so hard to keep the smile from my face. Lose control, yeah, I'm all over the place. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Well, you started out with nothing, and you're proud that you're a self-made man. Yeah. And your friends, they all come calling, slap you on your back and say, please. Trying to make some sense of it all, but I can see it makes no sense at all. Is it cool to go to sleep on the floor? Cause I don't think I can take it no more. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. so scared in case I fall off my chair. I keep wondering how I get down the stairs. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Stuck in the middle with you. Stuck in the middle with you. Oh, no, no, no. Well, I'm stuck in the middle with you. Yeah, stuck in the middle with you. Oh, here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Stuck in the middle with you. I'm stuck in the middle with you.
And welcome back, everyone. That was Stuck in the Middle with You by Michael Bublé. This is a playful song about feeling confused and out of place. The lyrics describe someone caught between people who seem fake or insincere. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. And they're just stuck in the middle, not knowing what to do. It's a lighthearted song, but also reflects that awkward, slightly lost feeling we all get sometimes. Hello, everyone. We're live in the studio in Busan this Friday afternoon. Welcome to Midday Mate. You're listening to us on BEFM 90.5 in Busan and 103.3 FM in the Kijang, Cheongwan, and Noksan areas. And I'm your host, Kimberly. Hello. Good afternoon. I hope everyone is having a good Friday. And look, the weekend is already tomorrow. Wow, I'm so excited. So let's see what's coming up on the show for today. In hour number 1, we have Listomania, a daily topic adventure with a list of things that will keep you entertained. And as we mentioned in the opening today, we're going to be talking about Potato Day and explore it. So exploring Potato Day and how we enjoy this humble food. And again, if you've been an avid listener for the show, you know that I love potatoes, whether it be potato chips or French fries. I'm a potato lover, so I'm excited to share with you our segment for Listomania today. After that, we'll have Weekend Haps. Get the latest on everything happening in and around Busan with Jeff in the studio shortly for that segment. Fast forward over on to hour number 2. We'll have today's quote. A moment to pause during your busy day and reflect on a thought-provoking quote to soothe your mind. After that, we'll have bite-sized banter, a daily dose of lighthearted chatter on a new topic every day with Andrew. After bite-sized banter, we'll have Don't Make a Scene, where we learn real-life English expressions through movies and drama scenes. And then we'll wrap it all up with Favorites in One's POV, favorites in one's point of view, curating the perfect song that fits different themes. And now, our question of the day. Are you ready? The text topic is, what is your favorite potato dish? What is your favorite potato dish? 가장 좋아하는 감자 요리는 무엇인가요? Wow, and as I was saying that, I just remembered I also love mashed potatoes and baked potatoes, but I don't think anyone can beat the French fry. But you'll have to wait for my answer later on the show because I am still deciding. But let me know, what's your favorite potato dish? Send in your answers by texting in pound 9050 or shop 9050, which will cost you 101, or reach us through Kakao Talk. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in Korean, add us, and send in your messages for free. We also do have our smartphone app. Search the same thing again, BEFM or 부산영어방송 in any of the app stores. You can listen to our programs and leave us comments after logging in. And let's see, we also do have our YouTube live stream, everyone. So if you want to join in on the conversation there, you can become friends with our listeners like Benny-님, who is always 1등. And we also have Sang-Yun-님 and Juliet-님 in here with us as well. And Sang-Yun-님 saying potato, potato, tomato, tomato. Yes, there are some people who pronounce it differently. Potato, potato. So now, everyone, I'll be right back with Listomania after the song. Here is Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes by Smiles.
She ain't got no money, her clothes eyebrows are kind of funny. Her hair is kind of wild and free. Oh, but love grows where my rosemary goes, and nobody knows like me. She talks kind of lazy, and people say she's crazy, and her life's a mystery. Oh, but love grows where my rosemary goes, and nobody knows like me. There's something about her hand holding mine. It's a feeling, it's fine, and I just gotta say, she's really got a magical spell, and it's working so well that I can't get away. I'm a lucky fella, and I've just gotta tell her that I love her endlessly. Because love grows where my rosemary goes, and nobody knows like me. There's something about her hand holding mine. It's a feeling, it's fine, and I just gotta say, she's really got a magical spell, and it's working so well that I can't get away. I'm a lucky fella, and I've just gotta tell her that I love her endlessly. Because love grows where my rosemary goes, and nobody knows like me. The place she's been, and nobody knows like me. If you met her, you'll never forget her. Nobody knows like me.
And that was Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes by Smiles. And now it's time for Listomania, a daily topic adventure with a list of things that will keep you entertained. And today we're going to be talking about exploring Potato Day and how we enjoy this humble food. So, the International Day of Potato is a relatively new addition to the calendar. The United Nations officially proclaimed it in the year of 2023, so only 2 years ago. This is only the second time it's being celebrated. But why potatoes? Well, the UN wanted to highlight the potato's role in food security, nutrition, and sustainable farming. Potatoes are one of the most widely grown crops in the world, and they're incredibly resilient. They can grow in tough climates, require less water than many other staples, and offer impressive nutritional value. This day is also about recognizing small farmers and traditional agricultural knowledge that helps preserve potato varieties and promotes biodiversity. So a little brief history of the potato. Let's rewind the clock a bit, okay? Potatoes originated in the Andes Mountains of South America, what is now Peru and Bolivia, and have been cultivated for over 7,000 years. 7,000 years. When Spanish explorers brought them to Europe in the 16th century, they were initially met with a little bit of suspicion. People thought they caused diseases or were only fit for animals. But eventually, potatoes won over Europe, especially during times of famine because they were reliable and filling. From there, potatoes spread around the world, and each culture has made from their own. Today, they're a global food staple, meaning we all eat it and need it. So let's talk about food, the dishes you can make with potatoes. Potatoes are one of the most versatile ingredients in the world. You can boil them, mash them, bake them, or fry them. And the results? Always comforting, always delicious. Let's start with the ever popular French fries. One of my favorite things. Whenever I go out, I always need to have French fries. And then my husband's always like, no more French fries, because I eat them way too much. So French fries, they're crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, and totally addictive. Every culture has its own version. Some thicker, some thinner, some seasoned with just salt, others with spices or even vinegar. They're a global comfort food and one of the most beloved snacks of all time. And I remember some of my friends back in the States also would always put vinegar on top of their fries, and I wouldn't like it. It would be too much for me, and also it would make the fries soggy, but my friends loved it. And then after that, besides the French fries, we have mashed potatoes, a creamy, fluffy side dish that pairs perfectly with just about anything. It's all about the texture and a little bit of seasoning magic. Or how about potato pancakes? In some cultures, these are a breakfast favorite. Grated potatoes mixed with egg and onion, fried until golden and crisp. Delicious with a bit of sour cream or applesauce even on the side. It's kind of like what we have in Korea with our 감자전. We also have potato soup. Perfect for rainy days. Whether it's creamy or broth-based, it warms you from the inside out. And don't forget about roasted potatoes, seasoned and baked until crispy. They're easy to make, and when done right, they rival any fancy dish. And of course, we have potato dumplings, potato gratin, gnocchi, and even potato salad, served hot or cold depending on the country. From street food to gourmet menus, the humble potato does it all. Simple, hearty, and satisfying. It's a true global superstar. So did you know that the potato is also considered a key crop for the future? Scientists are even experimenting with growing potatoes in simulated Martian soil. So this is a food for our future. Because potatoes are high yield, nutrient rich, and adaptable, potatoes might play a vital role in future food systems, especially if we face challenges during climate change and global population growth. So today isn't just about tasting meals, it's also a moment to think about how something so simple can feed the whole world. It's kind of amazing when you stop and think about it. Something as ordinary as a potato has this incredible journey and impact, from ancient mountain farms in South America to dinner tables all around the world. The potato has been quietly feeding generations. And now we're not just enjoying it, we're celebrating it. That's the beauty of food. It's not just about eating, it's about history, resilience, culture, and even innovation. Who would have thought that one day we'd be talking about growing potatoes on Mars? Personally, I love how this little vegetable brings people together. Whether it's fries with friends, a warm bowl of soup on a cold day, or helping kids mash them in the kitchen, potatoes show up in the small, comforting moments of life. So maybe today, everyone, whether you cook them or just appreciate them, you'll see the humble potato in a new light. Because sometimes the most ordinary things, like a potato, has the power to do something extraordinary. And here we have Juliet Neem in our YouTube live stream saying, I always learn various kinds of information in the world right here on Midday Mate. Thank you so much. Well, Juliet Neem, we're here to entertain for Listomania, and I'm glad that you learned something new. I myself also did. And look at all these pictures on our YouTube live stream, everyone. It is making me hungry. And can you believe that all these dishes on our YouTube live stream right now are made with the potato? So I hope you had fun and that you enjoyed our list. So now let's take a song break, everyone. Here is Don't Stop Movin' by S Club 7.
Yeah, come on. DJ got the party started, there's no end in sight. Everybody's moving to the rhythm that's inside. It's a crazy world, but tonight's the right situation. Don't get left behind. baby, we don't even care. There's a place to be if you need the right education. Let it take you there.
And just go with the magic, baby. I can see it there in your eyes. Stop the waiting. Right on the dance floor is where you gotta let it go. Don't stop moving. Can you feel the music? DJ's got us going around, round. Don't stop moving. Find your own way to it. Listen to the music, taking you to places that you've never been before, baby. Now.
You can touch the moment, almost feel it in the air. Don't know where we're going, baby. We don't even care. Ain't no mystery. Just use your imagination. Let it take you there.
Go with the magic, baby. I can see it there in your eyes. Let it flow. Stop the waiting. Right on the dance floor is where you gotta let it go. Don't stop moving. Can you feel the music? DJ's got us going around, round. Don't stop moving. Find your own way to it. Listen to the music, taking you to places that you've never been before, baby. Now.
Don't stop moving.
Forget about your fears tonight. Listen to your heart, let's just touch the sky. No need to reason why. Just listen to the sound, let it make you come alive. Don't stop moving. Can you feel the music? DJ's got us going around, round. Don't stop moving. Find your own way to it. Listen to the music. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't stop moving. Can you feel the music? DJ's got us going around, round. Don't stop moving. Find your own way to it. Listen to the music, taking you to places that you've never been before, baby. Now.
And welcome back. You just listened to Don't Stop Movin' by S Club 7, and I'm your host, Kimberly, and you're listening to Midday Mate. And now our question of the day and text topic, it is, what's your favorite potato dish? What's your favorite potato dish? 가장 좋아하는 감자 요리는 무엇인가요? And I have an answer here from Benny Neem saying, for me, mashed potatoes and French fries. Yes, mashed potatoes is something that's creamy and nice, and then French fries, something that's crispy. How nice. And we have a message here from Chae Sun-nim on Kakao Talk saying, hello, I feel like potato pancake. I'm going to make some pancakes for lunch. Yum! I love 감자전 too. If I had to choose my favorite Korean pancake or 전, I think potato pancakes may be up at number 2. 감자전 at number 2 and 김치전 for number 1. Anywho, back to potatoes. I have another message here from Juliet Neem saying, of course, and then in capital letters, French fries. I don't really like salty food, but I like the kind of French fries that are just the right amount of salty. On top of that, ice cream. When you eat them with soft serve ice cream, it's so fantastic. Yes, I love dipping my French fries in regular, like a milkshake, a vanilla milkshake. It is so good, or some soft serve. Delicious. The perfect mix of sweet and savory. So, everyone, let me know, what's your favorite potato dish? There are lots out there. Send in your answers by texting in pound 9050 or shop 9050, which will only cost you 101, or reach us through Kakao Talk. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in Korean. Add us as a Kakao friend and send in your messages for free. And then we also have our smartphone app. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in any of the app stores. You can listen to our programs and leave us comments after logging in. And now I'll be right back with our Friday segment. And now it's time for Weekend Haps, everyone. Get the latest on everything happening in and around Busan with Jeff. With Jeff. Hello, Jeff.
Hey, what's up?
How are you doing today?
Well, in honor of Potato Day, I dressed in potato colors.
Kind of. But I like the look.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
So you like this shirt?
I do. Why not? Did people make fun of it before?
This is the 30-year-old shirt.
Oh yeah, from last week.
Yep.
That's 30 years old.
Yep.
That looks in mint condition.
Yeah.
That looks like something that you could have bought like last week.
Yeah.
Looks better than my cardigan right now.
I told you I'd wear it.
Oh,
It's a little wrinkly, but I had to wear it, so.
So last week, everyone, we were talking about fast fashion and how, lots of textile waste can add up and it's not good for the earth. So we're talking about the text question, or the text topic last week was about what is your longest or oldest piece of clothing. And this is Jeff's 30-year-old shirt, everyone. Let's applaud him.
Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you. This is the Armani.
Ah, nice. Well, since you said you look like a potato today, do you look like a potato or a potato sack?
Potato.
A potato.
Well, actually, yeah, I guess. Yeah,
Kind of
of.
Well, for our question of the day today, what is your favorite potato dish?
I agree with what everyone said so far. I'm going to mix it up a little bit just because it's getting warm in summer season.
Okay.
Potato salad.
Oh my. My brother and I were obsessed with potato salad at the grocery store, where you can just buy it by like the pound or whatever. Not pound, but smaller amounts. We would always go after school and just get potato salad.
I'm going to say, were you buying a bucket?
Basically, almost. Sometimes it was really big, but it was so delicious. You're right. Potato salad, I haven't had that in a while.
I make it at home sometimes. Actually, like in the summer, I make it.
Ooh, so now everyone, since Jeff wore his shirt from last week, now we have to hold the promise to bring me some potato salad next time.
Oh, boy.
I'll give you some time for the summer. We still have lots of time. We have Juliet Neem saying potato color, but looks so nice.
Thank you. Actually, like, the key to potato salad
Yes.
is vinegar.
Oh, for that tanginess?
Yep.
Yeah.
Adding vinegar after you kind of like cook the potatoes, and then add some mayonnaise, a little bit of mustard, bacon bits, onion.
Oh my goodness.
Good stuff.
Can't wait to try it. And then Jeff's like, I don't think I'm going to make it for you, girl.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see. Let's get into some weekend haps. What's going on here?
Okay, so first of all, the City of Busan and Classic Busan will hold the 2025 Classic Park concert on June 7th and 8th. So this is next weekend at 7 p.m. in the Hialeah Lawn Square of Busan Citizens Park, offering citizens a free and accessible way to enjoy classical music ahead of the official opening of the Busan Concert Hall on June 21st. Let's just go through what's going to happen. So on the first day, on the 7th, a gala concert led by conductor Kim Sang-hoon will feature world-renowned soprano Jo Soo-mi, tenor Kim Hyun-soo, and violinist Lee Hyung-eun, and the 2025 season classic Busan Orchestra and Choir performing beloved opera arias and orchestral highlights. On the 8th, Busan Concert Hall artistic director Chung Myung-hoon will conduct the KBS Symphony Orchestra in a performance of Beethoven's Symphony No. 5 and Piano Concerto No. 5, Emperor, featuring acclaimed pianist Sonu Ye-kwan. I actually went this week to the Busan Concert Hall.
Ah, how was it?
So I don't know if I was actually supposed to go in, but the door was open. So I went and took a look. made a little video. It's nice inside. It's really, really nice inside. So it's 2 levels. You have the concert hall on one and the chamber hall on a different floor. So it's actually really, really nice. Now, this is actually going to be outdoors, so it won't be inside. But if you have a chance to go to a concert in the future at this place, definitely go because it's really nice.
Very good. So the city of Busan and the Classic Busan will hold the 2025 Classic Park concert on June 7th and June 8th.
Yeah.
So go ahead and check that out, everyone.
Okay. Interesting bit of news. So in the last few years, we've been talking about how Japanese tourists have kind of dwindled in Korea, and we've always had like an influx in the last couple of years of Taiwanese tourists. So we talked about how Busan was kind of getting away from just focusing on Japanese and Chinese tourists. Well, Japanese tourists are actually coming back, and they were the first nationality for traveling to Busan with 49,254 arrivals in March, which was an 83.4 increase from February.
Wow.
Yeah, so a lot of Japanese are coming back. So this surge pushed Taiwan to second place, followed by China. And 16.2% of all foreign tourists in March were from Japan.
Wow.
So they're kind of attributing this largely to the recent appreciation of the yen, which has reversed a long period of weakened outbound tourism from Japan. Now, we've been hearing this a lot about how a lot of Japanese aren't traveling, again, because the yen was so weak. So the yen was into the mid to late 800 won range per 100 yen, but in March it surpassed 1,000 for the first time in 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, everybody was going to Japan because it was so much cheaper than I remember when I first went to Japan, it was always considered so expensive. But now Japan is quite reasonable to travel to. So it's interesting to see they're finally coming back because it's been a while since we've had like high numbers of Japanese tourists. So that's good for the city. Because again, we need more tourists.
Definitely. So that's a big of news there for tourists coming into Korea.
Yeah.
We also have a message here from Manakdo Yonganim, kind of related to what we were talking about earlier with your shirt.
Okay.
Let me digress a little bit.
All
She
right.
says, "Hello, that's amazing, Jeff. The fact that you're still wearing clothes you bought 30 years ago means you've done a great job maintaining your figure too."
Okay. That's, yeah. Okay.
And we have another message here from Shin Do-kyung-nim saying, "Hello, Korea." So hello to you, Shin Do-kyung-nim. Welcome to Midday Mate. So now let's go on to our next piece.
I think you should just scrap the potato question and make my shirt the question of the day. It's getting more comments.
Should I?
I don't know. Let's see. Anyways, let's see what's going on. As we know, on Sunday, we have another month change, June already, if you can believe that. But let's take a look at some of the major events to look for that are going on next month. So again, we have the election on the 3rd. From the 4th to the 8th, the Busan International Dance Festival will take place. I have like 40-something listed here, so I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'll go through some of the bigger ones. From June 5th to 8th, there's 4 big events going on at Bexco, including the Baby Fair, the Sports, Leisure, Gift, and Golf Show, the Architecture Fair, and the Korea Camping Show.
Ooh.
We have the One Asia Festival from the 11th to 13th. Busan International Pole Vault meeting on June 13th and 14th. LCKI Road to MSI 2025, June 13 to 15. This is the big, I believe, League of Legends competition that
wow.
takes place. The Busan Film Festa, always a great event with food and movies. This is taking place from June 13th to 15th. We have the Busan One Asia Festival Park Concert, which we've talked about on the 14th. Concert-wise, we have Her, Young, and Jay concert. This is, again, one of my ex-students who's in this concert.
Wow.
That's on the 14th. I don't know how to pronounce this right, but Extraordinary Hero? Is that how you say it? I have no idea.
I think it's probably like extraordinary.
Extraordinary, but it's spelled extraordinary. The 14th and 15th. We have the Busan Sea Library, which we talked about last year, starting on June 14th. Last week, not last year. The Busan Tea and Craft Fair going on from the 19th to the 22nd. The K Illustration and K Handmade Fair, both going on at Bexco. We have the beaches opening, Haeundae and Songjung, on June 21st.
That is soon.
Yeah. Usually it opens on June 1st.
Oh.
But they're canceling the pre-opening this year, and then they're just going to open it up, which is 10 days earlier than normal.
Ah. I think you mentioned that before.
Yeah. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we have here? Busan Coffee Show, June 25th to 28th. The Busan International Food Fair, same dates. Busan Home and Table Deco Fair, June 26th to 29th. The Busan Design Festival, 26th to 29th. The BFAA International Art Show on June 26th and June 29th. Opera Fidelio concert version, 27th and 28th. And Live on Busan concert, 28th and 29th. Lots going on next month.
There is a lot of festivals going on here and lots of things happening.
And I skipped a lot.
Yeah, you did. I saw that. But don't worry, everyone. If you felt like it was a little bit too fast, don't worry. I'm sure Jeff's going to come in every Friday and tell us about these things again and again.
Yeah, and I'm also posting it on my website at hapskorea.com on Sunday, so you'll have the full list of everything going on.
Yes. So get ready, everyone. It's finally summer, and we're going to get into lots of different things and activities.
Maybe
here.
I'll put my lead image as a potato.
Oh, wearing that shirt.
Yeah.
A potato wearing that shirt. So, everyone, let's take a quick song break. Here is Can't Give You Anything But My Love by the Stylistics. And welcome back, everyone. You just listened to Can't Give You Anything But My Love by the Stylistics. And we're in the middle of our segment of Weekend Haps with Jeff. So let's get into some more news and things that are happening in and around Busan.
Okay, so something a little different here. So again, a lot of people when they're coming to Busan for the first time, and there's a lot of like people coming here to move, they don't really know where to go. So, I mean, when you moved here, did you have an idea of where you wanted to live?
No, I only knew Haeundae. That's all I knew.
And that's where you live?
Yep. Like when I first came down, I was like, oh yeah, that's where I should live. And then I found out about Songjeong, and I found out about Kijang, and I found out about...
I mean, Songjeong's still Haeundae-gu.
Oh, well. And then I found out about Dongdae-gu and all these other places.
Yeah, so we put together a list of 5... Let's not. This isn't an official list, so if this isn't where you live, don't feel angry. But we put together a list of 5 of the best neighborhoods to live in Busan, each with their own unique appeal. So if you're looking for a place to live in Busan when you come here, this is the list that we put out. First one we put out this is in no particular order, was Haeundae-gu, which again has its large upscale areas in Busan, beach, luxury apartments, and more of an international vibe. The next one we put was Suyeong-gu, which is located between Haeundae and Busan Jingu. It's a more quieter residential area with excellent access to public transportation via Suyeong Station in the Centum area. You also have Kwangali Beach in Suyeong-gu, so it's a nice, more relaxed atmosphere compared to Haeundae-gu. Namgu, our third choice, combines affordable housing, coastline access, and a strong educational environment. You have, because it's so big, you have everything over from Igide Park over towards the university district. You have 3 universities around there. So it's a little bit of a slower pace of life, but again, it's very accessible towards everywhere. Towards Haeundae, quick access through the bridge, to Suyeong-gu, and then also towards Samyeon. Our fourth choice was Busan Jingu, which again is more Busan's commercial and transportation hub. You have a lot of shopping, entertainment, and restaurants. They've actually started building a lot more apartments in the area over the last several years, with more of a downtown feel. So again, it's a great place to have a good lifestyle, especially if you're more younger, I would say. And our last one was Yeonjae-gu, which is centrally located and well connected by subway lines 1 and 3. It's popular with civil servants and families. So the area balances residential comfort and convenience, green spaces like Gumgang Park, library, and reliable infrastructure, and it's close to the major interchanges and the Busan Sports Complex. So if you're looking for a place to live, those are 5 recommended places in Busan. Of course, all the other places are
just as great.
But if you want to live in, again, it's up to you and depends on your lifestyle, how you want to live. But those are our recommendations for places to live in Busan.
Great. 5 great places in Busan.
So if you're looking, there you go. Okay, one last thing, and I guess we'll start into the events. I'll actually skip this because we'll talk about it when we get to that. Let's go into the events for this week. So let's go into the concerts. Again, we have the My K Festa going on at the Port International Passenger Terminal outdoor parking lot.
Yes.
This is what we talked about before, the big star-studded lineup of K-pop acts. This is tonight at 7. Mellowmance, 2 shows this weekend at Bexco Auditorium on their Romance Station Tour, tomorrow at 5 p.m. and Sunday at 4 p.m. Going on Sunday at the Dream Theater, we have Yoon Jong-shin, the popular singer-songwriter, performs on Sunday at 4. We have the Kim Hyun-chul and Yoon Sang and Lee Hyun-woo National Tour Concert at the Sohyang Theater, Shinhan Card Hall. So the trio is performing 2 concerts under the theme A Breeze of Memory, Saturday at 2 and 7. So 2 concerts on the same day. Events-wise, we have the Africa Film Festival still going on. One of Busan's signature summer events, the Centum City Beer Festival, has started. It's going to take place over 11 days from May 29th, so it started yesterday, until June 8th at the outdoor plaza of the Busan Cinema Center in Haeundae-gu. So it runs 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. daily, and it combines a wide variety and a wide range of beer, food, and live performances to offer both locals and tourists a memorable summer evening experience. So it's a very easily accessible venue. So it's the Cinema Center, just down from Shinsegae. And advanced tickets can be purchased through the official website. where you can check out the full event schedule and brand lineup. Now, there is, like, every day they have entertainment there.
Ah, nice.
And again, the good thing is, as we remember from last week at the global gathering, which me and Kimberly met
Yes, we did.
outside, and I met her husband, very nice gentleman, it's covered,
Yeah.
which is very important. So even if it rains, you'll be okay.
You'll be okay.
Yeah.
So again, you can go ahead and check it out on the website. That's beerfestival.co.kr.
Yeah. So if you're looking for something different and you enjoy Korean beer, just be aware that it is Korean beer. It is not international. It's a domestic beer festival. So it's a good summer event to go to. There's usually 1,000 people like every night.
Yeah, I've never been, but I've always seen posts on social media of how great it was. Maybe this year, maybe next year, we'll see.
Yeah. Going on still, but finishing up tomorrow is the Busan Dal Dal Dessert Market, which is going on at the Hypermart at the Shinsei department store, Hyperground, so the B2 Central Plaza. So a wide variety of desserts on offer. I see your face.
Busan 달달 dessert market.
Yeah. So there's about 20 different companies that are offering up different desserts there.
But you have to buy.
Well, nothing's free.
Oh, nothing's free in life, everyone. I just got
Exactly.
totally excited. Oh, but still, to try out all those different
Yeah,
sweets.
it's all local bakeries and companies and things like that. So
Nice.
good to check out. Finishing up today at Bexco is the Busan Content Market, which is the global event for networking among professionals in broadcasting, animation, webtoons, and games. The Port Festival, which we talked about a couple times already this month, going on at the outdoor parking lot, Friday and Saturday. We have the 2025 Saturday Permanent Traditional Folk Play Yard going on at Yeongdusan Park. So you can enjoy an afternoon of traditional Korean culture Saturday at 2 p.m. We have the Busan International Performing Arts Festival still continuing through June 1st. Also at Bexco, the Far East Throwdown today and tomorrow. So this is CrossFitters from around Asia are competing.
Wow.
So if you want to go watch in-shape people do their thing, then it's up to you. Sports-wise, we have a few things going on. The Giants are in town versus SSG tonight at 6:30, tomorrow at 5, Sunday at 2. We also have the Jangbogo rowing competition. Now, this is taking place at Sanakdong River Rowing and Canoeing Stadium. So this year features 620 participants across the country competing in 79 categories from 20 different teams. This is going on from tomorrow through June 8th. If you heard the 12 p.m. news, the Big Five Busan Metropolitan City Mayor's Cup nationwide amateur volleyball tournament going on at the Kijang Gymnasium. So lots of things going on this weekend.
So many different things.
Yeah, as always.
A full packed weekend, everyone. And again, if you're, lonely, if you're bored, go and check out all these things that we just mentioned.
Yeah, like I said, me and Kimberly met last weekend at the Busan Global Gathering.
Yes, we did.
Which was fun. I didn't see any potatoes on offer there, but there was other good food
Yes,
on
there
offer.
were. We also have Sang-Yun-nim saying, "Hey, Jeff and Kimbo, I met both of you in person. Let's have potato fries and we can catch up again." Thumbs up to
Sounds
Sang-Yun-nim. We also have another message from Juliet-nim saying, "Wow, is that a homepage, Jeff's? That website is so sophisticated and helpful."
Thank you.
We can go there, hapskorea.com, everyone, and then check it out.
Yeah, so we update stories every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So there's always something new every morning that when you wake up, there'll be something new on the website for you to check out.
Yeah, so go on ahead. And again, we mentioned a lot of different festivals and things that are happening in the month of June. So Jeff said that he's going to be uploading it on a Sunday. So then you can check it out nicely and slowly on your own time.
Yeah. So I'm just curious if there's a fruit or vegetable international day next week, so I know what to wear.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh.
You'll just have to surprise us.
Okay. I got lucky with the potato.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. So, Jeff, thank you so much for everything that you've brought in for us today. And hopefully we can have lots of fun this weekend. Are you going anywhere this weekend?
I'm not sure yet.
Not sure yet.
Yeah.
Well, the beer festival sounds fun.
Yeah. So I went out, like I said earlier this week, and I went out and did some filming of Busan Citizens Park and the concert hall. So we'll see. Maybe I'll go out and get out and about.
Film again.
Film again.
Well, Jeff, thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.
Okay.
Bye.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
And everyone, that is the end of our first hour. I'll be back at 1 p.m. after the song. Here is American Pie by Madonna.
A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew that if I had my chance, I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so. Now do you believe in rock and roll? And can music save your mortal soul? And can it teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythmic blues. I was a lonely teenage bronco buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck, but I knew that I was out of luck the day the music died. I started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news, but she just smiled and turned away. Well, I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. Well, now in the streets, the children screamed, the lovers cried, and the poets dreamed, but not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken, and the free men I admire the most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. They caught the last train for the coast the day the music died. We started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. Bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. We started singing. We started singing. We started singing. We started singing.
The day the music died, I started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we've been on our own, and moss grows fat on a rolling stone. But that's not how it used to be, when the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, and a voice that came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned, no verdict was returned. And while Lenin read a book on Marx, the quartet practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark. The day the music died, we were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye.
After long enough of being alone, everyone must face their share of loneliness. In my own time, nobody knew the pain I was going through, and waiting was all my heart could do. Hope was all I had until you came. Maybe you can't see how much you mean to me. You were the dawn breaking the night, the promise of morning light, filling the world surrounding me. And when I hold you, baby, baby, feels like maybe things will be alright. Baby, baby, your love's made me free as a song, singing forever. Only yesterday when I was sad and I was lonely, you showed me the way to leave the past and all its tears behind me. Tomorrow may be even brighter than today, since I threw my sadness away. Only yesterday. I have found my home here in your arms. Nowhere else on earth I'd really rather be. Life waits for us, share it with me. The best is about to be, and so much is left for us to see. And when I hold you, baby, baby, feels like maybe things will be alright. Baby, baby, your love's made me free as a song, singing forever. Only yesterday when I was sad and I was lonely, you showed me the way to leave the past and all its tears behind me.
And welcome back, everyone. You just heard Only Yesterday by Carpenters. This is a hopeful love song about how finding someone special can completely change your outlook on life. The singer reflects on feeling lonely and unsure before, but now everything feels brighter and more meaningful. It's about how love can bring joy and a fresh start, even after some hard times. The song blends gentle melodies with heartfelt lyrics, creating a warm and comforting mood. Hello, everyone. We're live in the studio in Busan this Friday afternoon. Welcome to Midday Mate. You're listening to us on BEFM 90.5 in Busan and 103.3 FM in the Gijang, Cheongwan, and Noksan areas. And I'm your host, Kimberly. Hello, hello. And now it is time for our number 2. We're going to start with today's quote. A moment to pause during your busy day and reflect on a thought-provoking quote to soothe your mind. After that, we'll have Bite-Sized Banter, a daily dose of lighthearted chatter on a new topic every day with Andrew. Following Bite-Sized Banter, we'll have Don't Make a Scene. Learn real-life English expressions through movies and drama scenes. And then lastly, we'll have Favorites in One's POV, curating the perfect song that fits different themes. And now for our question of the day and text topic, it is, what's your favorite potato dish? What is your favorite potato dish? 가장 좋아하는 감자 요리는 무엇인가요? And we have a message here from 최희승님 saying, I love 감자 웅심이. I don't know what that is, but I will have to look it up. Another wonderful potato dish, I'm assuming. We have another message here from 만학도 영아님 saying, my favorite potato dish, like many others have said, is definitely French fries. They say even shoes would taste good if you deep fry them. That is so true. And continuing, she says, talking about potatoes makes me miss my son who lives in Idaho, the state known for producing the best potatoes in the world. Yes, Idaho is a state in America that is known for all of the potato farms there. Something that we learned when we were very little about Idaho and Idaho potatoes. So thank you for both of your answers, everyone. And for me, you know what? I'm just going to say it. I'm with everyone else. My favorite is definitely has to be the French fry because they are just so delicious. And you know what? There's so many different types of French fries. We have curly fries. We have shoestring fries. We have potato wedges, if people consider those French fries. And we have regular French fries. And the list goes on. And curly fries. I can't stop. So tell me, what is your favorite potato dish? Send in your answers by texting in pound 9050 or shop 9050, which will cost you 101, or reach us through Kakao Talk. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in Korean. Add us and send in your messages for free. And we also do have our smartphone app. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in any of the app stores. You can listen to our programs and leave us comments after logging in. And now I'll be right back with today's quote after the song. Here is Pookie by 50/50.
I'm your bookie in the morning, you're my bookie in the night. 너만 보면 super crazy, oh my, 어떻게 survive? Don't matter what I do, 하나 둘 셋, give me that cue. Cause I'm your bookie, 두근두근 gets the sign. That's right, that fresh new lipstick picket 오늘의 color. 새로 고친 걸송 느낌 공기도 달라. 잊지 않지, all I gotta do is blow a kiss. Even so taste sweet, 이건 G2, I never felt like this. Cause I get what I want and I want what I get like every time. Cause I glow when I roll out of bed, no regrets, I'm living my life. 지루한 걱정 따윈 no more. 이제는 어쩜 없이 I'm in nowhere. Bookie in the morning, I'm your bookie in the night. 너만 보면 super crazy, 두근두근 gets the vibe. Don't matter what I do, 하나 둘 셋, give me that cue. Cause I'm your bookie, 헷갈려도 아는 sign. 터질 듯한 weekend turn of the day. time. 싫지 않지, all I gotta do is blow a kiss. Even saute sweet, you can see too. I never felt like this. Cause I get what I want and I want what I get like every time. Cause I glow when I roll out of bed, no regrets, I'm living my life. 지겨울 것좀 따윈 no more. 이제는 어쩜 너를 going nowhere. You're my bookie in the morning, you're my bookie in the night. 너만 보면 super crazy, 두근두근 get the vibe. No matter what I do, 하나 둘 셋 give me that cue. Cause I'm your bookie, 헷갈려도 I'm a sign.
And that was Pookie by 50/50. And now it's time for today's quote. A moment to pause during your busy day and reflect on a thought-provoking quote to soothe your mind. And today's quote is, of course, about potatoes. When life gives you potatoes, make fries. When life gives you potatoes, make fries. 인생이 감자를 준다면 감자튀김을 만드세요. So it's kind of like if life gives you lemons, make lemonade, right? So it's similar. It's a classic, but here's a different, tastier twist for today's quote. When life gives you potatoes, make fries. Of course, at first glance, it's funny. It's like a joke, right? But if you look a little closer, it actually holds a beautiful little life lesson. So let's dive in. Let's be honest here. Life doesn't always give us what we want. Sometimes it gives us pressure, problems, or even plain old boredom. But potatoes, they're ordinary. They're not flashy, not fancy, yet from something as simple as a potato, you can make something comforting, golden, crispy, and frankly, irresistible. Think about it. A single potato can become so many things, as we mentioned before. Mashed potatoes, roasted, baked, hash browns, wedges, and yes, everyone's favorite, fries. This quote reminds us that even when life hands us something plain, something dull, we can still create something good. Maybe even something amazing. It's about making the best of what we've got. Not waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect ingredient, just starting with what's in our hands. And fries, they're not just food. They're a symbol of comfort and of joy. They show up when we're happy, when we're tired, when we're sharing a late night snack with a friend. They're crispy little reminders that even the simplest things can lift our spirits. So the next time life gives you something unexpected, something bland, something not so great, just think of the potato. Think of how much flavor, how much happiness can come from it. If we just take a moment to slice it, season it, and turn up the heat. After all, resilience doesn't always have to be serious. Sometimes it's golden and crispy. And before we wrap up today's quote, here's something worth thinking about. A potato doesn't shine on its own. It needs a bit of care, like what we said, seasoning, some time and some heat added to it to become something very memorable. And maybe that's a lot like us. We all have days when we feel pain, when life feels heavy or unremarkable. But sometimes all it takes is a small effort, a new perspective, or even a simple comfort to turn it around. It could be cooking your favorite dish, calling someone you love, or stepping outside for 5 minutes of fresh air. Potatoes remind us that the greatness doesn't have to be glamorous. It can be simple. So today, take a moment to find your fries, that little thing that gives you warmth, that brings a smile, that reminds you that you're just doing okay. So, honestly, this quote made me smile the first time I heard it, and it still does. But the more I think about it, the more it sticks with me. Potatoes aren't glamorous, as we've said, but they are hugely dependable. They're in every kitchen, just waiting to be turned into something comforting. And in a way, that's what a lot of our daily life is like. Most of our days aren't fireworks or parades. They're full of small, ordinary moments. But with a little creativity, a little care, even those plain moments can turn into something worth savoring. I've had days where things didn't go the way that I planned. I missed the bus, I had some last minute changes, or I was just exhausted. But sometimes all it takes is shifting how I see it, your perspective. Like turning a dull moment into a quiet break, or laughing at the chaos instead of getting stuck in it. This quote reminds me that I don't always need big answers or big plans. I just need to make the best out of what I've got. So today, everyone, let's try to find the fries in our day, even if they start as just a boring potato. And again, today's quote is, when life gives you potatoes, make fries. 인생이 감자를 준다면 감자튀김을 만드세요. And that was today's quote. And now let's take a song break, everyone. Here is 내가 뭘 더 by 정승환.
잠시 기대어도 돼 너의 젖은 눈가에 이슬이 말을 새 없이 떨어지는 게 귀를 기울여 줄래 너의 작은 손이 차갑게 밀어내는 게 아쉬움이 느껴져 내가 뭘 더 해야 나의 사랑이 느껴질까 또 내가 어떻게 더 해야 나를 바라봐 줄까 Yes, the only I can promise you You're the only I can die for you 더 기다려도 돼 언젠가 다가와 줄래 Someday 그대로 있어도 돼 젖은 나의 어깨에 눈물이 마를 새 없이 투정 부리네 귀를 기울여 줄래 너의 작은 손이 차갑게 밀어내는 것조차 네 맘이 느껴져 내가 뭘 더 해야 나의 사랑이 느껴질까 또 내가 어떻게 더 해야 나를 바라봐 줄까 Only I can promise you You're the only I can die for you 더 기다려도 돼 언젠가 다가와 줄래 Someday 넌 또 나를 보며 환하게 웃지만 난 늘 네 앞에서만 혼자 속으로만 삼킨 날 내가 뭘 더 해야 나의 사랑이 느껴질까 더 기다려도 돼 언제나 여기 있을게 난 더 다가와 줄래 Someday
And welcome back, everyone. You're listening to Midday Mate, and now it's time for Bite-Sized Banter with Andrew.
Friday edition.
Friday edition.
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm struggling with my coffee at the moment. I don't know if I'm drinking it too fast or too slow. And now I'm just speeding up.
That means too fast.
Yeah, well, okay.
Coffee overload, overdrive.
Yeah. Do you know what the thing is? I think I talked about this before. I used to drink too much caffeine, too much coffee. And I've really cut back, but in the past probably 3 to 4 weeks, so maybe the past month, I notice I'm drinking more coffee, but I'm still not drinking coffee past, say, 5 o'clock, which is a good thing.
Yes. I think it's
Previously, all bets were off. Yeah.
I think it's with the weather. The weather warming up now. We want more iced drinks.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm happy that I'm not in Canada. Although this brand is in Korea. Coffee shop from Canada, the Timmy's. All right, that's not the full name. But they have like an ice cap, like an ice cappuccino that's like from the machine. And it comes out as like a slushy. Those things are lethal.
Yum.
But they're also like 9 million calories.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. But then I still have friends who's like, yo, can I get some caramel syrup and some more drink mix and something else? And I'm like, just diabetes in a cup? Like, what's going on?
Ooh, I want to try that later on.
You can get them in Seoul, but apparently they're not as good. Or maybe it's just people being nostalgic and being like, it's better in Canada. Like people with Guinness.
Yeah.
Oh, world records.
So what's our question for today?
I love it. So, what do you think is better for work? Now, I'm assuming the majority of people listen to this, unless but even if you're in school, you could have this as well. You've held a job at some point in your life, and you have a few choices when you get to work and when you leave work. Now, maybe these choices aren't yours, but sometimes you like to stretch this. And I'm trying to dance around it to get people thinking about what I'm going to ask. The question is, what do you think is better for work? To be late or to leave early?
So to go later than your actual time or to
Yes.
leave early.
Yes.
So listeners, 어떤 것이 더 낫나요? 회사에 지각하기 vs 일찍 퇴근하기. Super easy for me.
Okay, before we get to that,
Okay.
just to stretch this out a bit,
Okay.
are you somebody, or even go back to your younger years? I know you're still just a pup, but were you someone who was often late for work in your like part-time jobs in like, did you have a job in high school?
Yes.
Okay, high school, university, stuff like that. Were you somebody who was really pushing the limits, or were you always like the 15 minutes early?
Neither. I was about maybe like 5 minutes early to work, only because when I was working at the clothing store, we had to make sure that we looked good and put on like our walkie-talkie. And that took time before we got onto the floor.
Yeah.
So I would always get there early so that I would be on time by the time I like clock in with all my gear.
Oh, okay. I know,
You know
what
what I
you're saying.
mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So I wouldn't be like super early, but I also wouldn't be late.
Gotcha.
What about you?
I think my first job, I mentioned this before, I worked at a hockey rink as like doing many jobs, doorman, usher, these kind of things. And we had something similar because we had to get there and our uniform was like black pants, white shirt. And then when we got there, we had like a thin winter jacket we would put on, but we didn't take it home. And they would have them cleaned after every like once a week or something like that, because you only wore them for like 2 hours, right? But that there as well, like we had a meeting before every event, so you had to make sure you're there, clocked in before that. So I would always be a little bit early, but the reason I was early for the majority of my jobs is I didn't have a car in high school or in university when I would come home, and my mom or my dad would always drop me off. And my dad, he's just like, what time you start work? And I'm like, 5 o'clock. All right. Hey, it's 4. Let's go. I'm like, what? What are you talking? It's not an hour away. He's like, well, I'm going to get a coffee. I'm like, you're not going to work? He's like, yeah, but, I'll get a coffee. I'll drop you off. I'll sit and see if the boys are around, have a chat. And I'm like, who's getting more out of this? Does mom know this is happening? So I was always way too early. And this is well before cell phones or smartphones, even more so. So I was always walking around and doing nothing. My people at my work were like, it was sometimes too early. Like, hey, why are you here so early?
Right.
You know, it's like, oh, my dad just threw me out of the car, right? But my other jobs, I try to be, you know, as early as possible. You know, I do think there's such thing as maybe too early.
Right.
Because then people are wondering what's going on. Unless you got stuff to do, like, you know, get ready and things like that. But for me, I think if you're going to either be late or leave early, there's got to be some stipulations here. Meaning,
Right.
like, why are you late and why are you leaving early? But I think the question is, like, ducking out early. Like, oh, the boss, they went home early.
I'm going to sneak out
I'm
too.
going to sneak out, you know, or I'm going to turn everything off and I'm going to get a coffee but never come back, you know? Or be late. Well, I don't know what, like, how late is late? Do you understand what I mean? Like, if you're supposed to start at 9, but you showed up like 9:10,
That's okay.
think that's okay?
Yeah?
If you were a boss, would you think that's okay?
Yes.
Now, would you expect them to stay if they finished at 4? Are they staying till 4:10?
That or they're cutting their lunch break.
Okay. Or if you noticed it was like once, all right, but then like if it's something that happens more often,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, all right.
But then there are some days that, you know, it just doesn't work out. So sometimes there's traffic, some things that are out of your own control.
yeah.
So I think I would have a grace period of like maybe being late 2 times. And then after that, I would kind of be like annoyed.
Yeah. Or it's also, I think you can tell by the person as well. You know, like I mean, here at the radio station, you know, if your show starts at, say, 7 o'clock, you can't be like, oh, I'll be there 7:10.
No.
No, you know what I mean? Like, there's a difference for each job, right?
Right.
If you have morning meetings, you got to be there,
Right.
you know? Or if you have a meeting at the end of the day, that is like your exit ticket, if you want to call it that, right? You have to be there, right? So how about for you? Arrive late or leave early?
I would definitely leave early.
Okay.
I would want to leave early so that I could beat the rush out of work, the traffic,
Yeah.
you know, huge commutes with everyone on the subway or on the bus. And, you know, just leaving early feels a little bit more special.
Yes. I feel that if you're late in the morning, you feel rushed. Unless you obviously plan for it. But I'm not like, yeah, I'm going to be late today, 15 more minutes in
Yeah.
bed. No one does that, right? But if you finish all your work and you're, you know, you have, say, for example, a Friday. You know, nothing's better than leaving leaving work early on a Friday.
Right.
You know, get everything done. You're sitting there trying to make plans for the evening, or you're like, all right, I'm going to go and get a nice coffee after work. I'm going to go for a walk. All these things, you know, factor in. And yeah, I'm with you on that one as well. Also, I think if I was an employer, I would much more be okay. I would be okay with it leaving early.
Right.
If you had everything done. I think that's a massive stipulation.
Another thing I was thinking about this question is that if you had the choice of using a half day,
Yeah.
Banter, would you take off the morning or would you leave early from work?
Yeah, I think it would depend on if some companies offer that because, you know, if you have to go to the doctor or head to the bank, tax office, whatever it may be, you know, it might be better in the morning because it might not be as busy.
Right.
But also, I want the afternoon. You know?
I want to hang out, leave work at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
and enjoy the day.
Yeah, I think, yeah, that's what I would want as well. And I think if I was an employer, Fridays would be that kind of thing. You know, if we don't have anything going on, obviously it depends on what type of office you have. But if you're able to complete all of your work, you have everything turned in, you know, everything's set up for Monday, you don't have any meetings, hey, happy days.
Get on out of there.
Yeah.
Go home.
But you're only getting paid for 35 hours that week instead of 40.
Uh-oh. And I just realized it's Friday, so how nice. Maybe someone out there listening right now can use a half day.
There you go. It's Friday and it's Saturday, Sunday.
So listeners, what do you think is better for work? Going into work late or leaving early? Let us know. And Andrew, I hope you
On that note, I'm out of here.
I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And welcome back, everyone. That was our bite-sized banter segment for today. And again, the question is, what do you think is better for work? Be late to work or leave early? And I have a few answers here. Benny Neem says, for me, leave early and because I would love to go home early. And we have another message here from Drift Monkey Neem saying, I live an hour away from work in a rural area. Lots of windy, twisty roads. If I get stuck behind someone slow, it can make my trip go from 1 hour to 1 hour 10 minutes or to 1 hour 15 minutes. And I can't account for that. So I'm always late to work. Lucky I'm an ace. Yeah. Thank you for your answer, Drift Monkey Neem and Benny Neem. Yes. You know, I also, when I lived in America, my parents also lived in like this, like not rural area, but there was this one road that was quote unquote the shortcut instead of taking the highway to work. But if you got stuck behind one person who just drove really slow, it could totally ruin your whole commute and make you super late. I understand what you mean. So Drift Monkey, I'm assuming that you would choose to be late for work? And we have another message here from Manakdo Yonganim saying, I prefer going to work a bit later. I like taking my time in the morning and getting ready at a relaxed pace. Since I start late, I don't mind finishing work a bit later too. Interesting. You know, for me, like I said, I would definitely just do the half day and leave early so that I could, because I think it's also because having worked in the hot one for so long, our 출근 시간 to go to work, it was always around like 12:30, 1 p.m. and then classes wouldn't start till 2:30. But then we had the morning, so I could get ready slowly or always wake up late in my 20s. But then we would work until 10 p.m. and then I would come out and it's dark and there's nothing to do. So with that type of experience, for me, I think leaving work early and having the sun out when I leave work would be perfect for me. It's awesome. So now, everyone, that was our bite-sized banter segment. What do you think is better for work? Be late or to leave early? So if you want to still answer, go ahead and let us know. But let's take a quick song break. Here is Rock Steady by Unite.
We the rock steady, alright, come on, let's go.
We rock steady unite, come on, let's go. 이것보다 빠른 타임에 길이 아니어도 달리지 right now. Do you wanna ride with me right now? So let's go.
Make it hot, boy never die. 걸어서 내 시간은 성공의 deposit, baby I'm alive. Push out loud, 니은들아 판 떠나가라 불러봐.
우린 답을 갖고 있잖아. Something in the way we move tonight. 더 가까이 다가와. 밤 위로 날아갈 때 어둠 위로 highlight that. 이건 더 건전 파도에 멀리 더 큰 빛이 돼. 서로 다른 시차 사이에 No matter what step like in our eyes right now. 차오르는 숨 위로 뻗어져. 그냥 내가 아냐. Let's rock steady.
Rock steady, alright, come on, let's go. Hey, we a rock steady unite, come on.
원하는 만큼 가자, take it high. 차가운 도시를 우리와 축제로 만들어. Rock steady, are you ready? Come on, let's go.
Let's go. Hey, we a rock steady unite, come on, let's go.
말도 안 돼, 할렐루야. 꿈처럼 모든 것이 완벽해. Oh, do you wanna go with me? Alright. 로켓처럼 휘둘러줘. Baby, 짜릿한 chemistry. Ah, yeah. 이뤄지는 round and round inside. 더 빨라지는 심장 소리에 You and me right the wave up. Feel the world 서두르지 마. 점점 더 타오르잖아. Right now. 차오르는 숨 위로 뻗어줘. 괜히 내가 아냐. Let's rock steady.
Hey, we the rock steady, alright, come on, let's go. Hey, we a rock steady unite, come on, let's go.
원하는 만큼 가져. Take it high. 차가운 도시를 우리와 축제로 만들어.
Make you feel us love, come on.
keep your eyes on me 맡겨 너를 이제 dance to the beat so easy 숨이 가득 찰 때까지 외쳐 미친 듯이 rock rock steady it's easy just keep your eyes on me 맡겨 너를 이제 dance to the beat so easy 숨이 가득 찰 때까지 외쳐 미친 듯이 rock rock steady let's go Hey we do rock rock steady alright come on let's go Hey we are rock rock steady unite come on let's go 원하는 만큼 가자 take it high 차가운 도시를 우리와 축제로 만들어 rock steady are you ready come on go let's go hey we do rock rock steady alright come on let's go let's go hey we are rock rock steady unite come on let's go
And that was Rocksteady by Unite. And now it's time for Don't Make a Scene, where we learn real-life English expressions through movies and drama scenes. And this week, we have been looking at one of my favorite movies, Catch Me If You Can. So let's do a little quick recap of what we learned so far. On Monday, we talked about the expression, would you mind taking that gun out of my face? Would you mind? This is a polite, respectful way of asking someone to do something, and it usually softens the request. Would you mind doing blah, 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 blah? On Tuesday, we learned about the phrase, I got a little carried away. I got a little carried away. This phrase is a casual way of admitting that you made a mistake or overreacted, but you're trying to just downplay it a little bit. Sorry, I got a little carried away. On Wednesday, we talked about the phrase, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This phrase is simple but powerful. It's often used to show forgiveness, downplay a mistake or awkward moment, or just keep things moving without any tension. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Let it go. And yesterday, we learned about the phrase, do me a favor and guard this room for a minute. Do me a favor. This is a common and friendly way to ask someone for help. It softens a request and makes it sound informal, almost like a favor between friends and coworkers. Hey, do me a favor and can you, get me a cup of ice cream? Thanks. And now, today, Friday, we're going to be looking at a new expression. But first, let's talk about the scene in Catch Me If You Can. So, in this scene of the movie, it's one of the most memorable scenes because there is clever deception in the movie. Frank Abagnale Jr., the master con artist here, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, has just convinced the FBI agent Joe Shea, played by Tom Hanks, that he's not the criminal and he's just acting like another Secret Service agent. So he calmly, confidently says and hands him over a fake wallet. He makes up a partner waiting up in the alley and walks away from the hotel room with a stolen typewriter with zero suspicion. So he's like, hey, I'm going to take all this evidence down to my partner and I'll be right back. And then Joe Shea, the FBI agent, says, oh, your wallet. And he said, you can hold on to it for me. I trust you. I'll be right back. But before disappearing down the back stairs, Frank pauses, looks back at Joe, and delivers one last line. He says, tough luck, Joe. 5 minutes earlier, and you would have landed yourself a pretty good collar, meaning you would have gotten a raise if you were able to catch this bad guy, but too bad I did. So he says, tough luck. That's it. No yelling, no chase, no chaos, just pure charm and control, and the subtle sting of the two words that seals the deal. Tough luck. What does it mean? Tough luck. This phrase means, that's unfortunate for you, or too bad. It can be used in different ways depending on how it's said. It might sound sympathetic, dismissive, or even sarcastic. So again, the way that you say these things can always change the whole meaning. In this scene, though, Frank uses it sarcastically, and that's what makes it brilliant. He just tricked the FBI agent face to face and still got away. So his tough luck isn't about comfort. It's about a parting shot meant to humiliate and remind Joe that he was this close, but still too late. Here, Frank even uses the phrase, a pretty good caller, right? As I mentioned before, this is a police slang for arrest. It's like saying, too bad, this could have been your big win. You could have gotten a huge promotion after this. But we couldn't. So, why does this line hit so hard in the movie? Frank, again, doesn't run or panic here. He just walks away from the FBI agent. Could you be so cool and composed like Frank Abagnale Jr. here? You're in front of the FBI agent, you're the con artist, and you're telling him tough luck? He also says tough luck not because he has to, but because he can. He just wants to, smudge it in his face that he's gonna walk away from him. And it's not a goodbye. It's kind of like a flex. Frank is in full control of the moment. So, let's see. How can we use this phrase in real life? Tough luck. We can also use it in friendly teasing. Hey, tough luck, bro. I got the last seat. Meaning, too bad for you. I was able to get the last seat. Na 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 na. And you're kind of teasing them. Or when you can say it for disappointment. Tough luck. The store closed 5 minutes ago. This is genuinely unfortunate. So say that you're out there trying to get that last cheeseburger of the day. But then, tough luck. The store just closed 5 minutes ago. You're too late. Sorry. Or for sarcasm or bragging. Saying maybe you got 100% on the test and your friend didn't do so well. You can say, tough luck. You should have studied harder. And that's kind of a bit cold, a little smug, and a little bit rude, right? Tough luck. You should have studied harder. So, have you ever had someone beat you to something by just a few minutes? Maybe a sale, a job interview slot, or maybe the bus pulling away? Tough luck. Did someone throw a tough luck your way afterward? Or have you ever said it, knowing exactly how it would land? Again, tone is everything with this phrase. It can lift a moment or kind of twist the knife. Frank's tough luck isn't just 2 words. It's a statement. A declaration that he's not only escaped, but done so with flair. In Catch Me If You Can, every word is calculated, especially by a con artist who lives by charm and wit. And this one here, it lands like a wink and a door slamming shut. Because sometimes the cruelest things you can say to someone who just missed their shot is nothing more than a calm and confident, tough luck. So again, today's expression was tough luck. And it was our final one from Catch Me If You Can. And hopefully you all like this movie because maybe we can revisit it later in the future with a different scene. And that wraps it up for today's Don't Make a Scene. Tough luck. And now let's take a song break. Here is Happy by Day 6.
그런 날이 있을까요 마냥 좋은 그런 날이요 내일 걱정 하나 없이 웃게 되는 그런 날이요 뭔가 하나씩은 걸리는 게 생기죠 과연 행복할 수 있을까요
And welcome back. You just listened to Happy by Day 6. And now it's time for Favorites in One's POV, Favorites in One's point of view, curating the perfect song that fits different themes. And today, I'm going to introduce to you a song about the month of May. And the song is It Might As Well Be Spring by Sarah Vaughan. As we head into the final days of May, can you believe it? The final days of May? There's a certain feeling in the air, something gentle, a little restless, and maybe even romantic. It's the kind of mood that's hard to describe unless you hear it in a song. One such song is It Might As Well Be Spring, performed by the one and only Sarah Vaughan. Originally written by Rodgers and Hammerstein from the 1945 film State Fair, the lyrics capture that sense of longing, of feeling out of place with the season around you, like spring in your heart even when the calendar says otherwise. And no one brings out that feeling quite like Sarah Vaughan. Often referred to the Divine One, this singer was one of the greatest jazz vocalists of the 20th century. With her rich tone, perfect phrasing, and effortless vibrato, she had a way of turning every note into emotion. Her version of the song transforms it from a Broadway tune into a dreamy, soulful meditation. So, why are we playing this song at the end of May? Because this time of year, many of us feel that same mix of energy and stillness. The school year might be ending, vacations are being planned, and the air is getting warmer. But something still feels unfinished, like we're waiting for something or someone, or maybe just a little more sunlight. So this song here, It Might As Well Be Spring, is a reminder that emotions don't follow the calendar, and that it's perfectly okay to feel like something is just beginning, even when spring is technically ending. So let's take a song break and listen to what we just described. Here is It Might As Well Be Spring by Sarah Vaughan.
I'm as restless as a willow in a windstorm. I'm as jumpy as a puppet on a string. I'd say that I had spring fever, but I know it isn't spring. I'm starry-eyed and vaguely discontented, like a nightingale without a song to sing. Oh, why should I have spring fever when it isn't even spring? I keep wishing I was somewhere else, walking down a strange new street, hearing words that I had never heard from a man I've yet to meet. I'm as busy as a spider spinning daydreams. I'm as giddy as a baby on a swing. I haven't seen a crocus or a rosebud or robin on the wing, but I feel so gay in a melancholy way that it might as well be spring. And that's why I feel this way, and yet I know it's not spring today, but it might as well be spring. Oh,
welcome back, everyone. You just listened to It Might As Well Be Spring by Sarah Vaughan. And now our question of the day and text topic. It was, what's your favorite potato dish? What is your favorite potato dish? 가장 좋아하는 감자 요리는 무엇인가요? And I have an answer here from Park Yong-ho-nim on Kakao saying, I really like potato pancakes, 감자전, made by grinding potatoes with some 막걸리 as well. That's also good. I love 감자전 also. It gets, you have to get a little bit of, elbow grease in it because you have to really grind up the tomatoes really well and wait for the starch. And, then you can make a nice crispy 감자전, but they are so delicious. Yes. But again, I think with all of our listeners and all of our mates out there, the broad consensus is that we all love French fries. So I'm glad that we all have that in common, everyone. French fries is the big winner for our favorite potato dish today. And wasn't it so fun seeing all the different types of things from Idaho and the Potato Hotel during our song breaks? Very interesting today. So, again, it is now time to wrap up the show. Unfortunately, everyone, I've been your host, Kimberly, and here is our last song titled Celebration by Kool and the Gang. I hope you have a wonderful Friday. Thank you for listening and enjoy the weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye.
Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here, a celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here, a dedication to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate and party with you. Come on now. Let's all celebrate and have a good time, yeah, yeah. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. Come on now. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate.
It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright, baby. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. It's a celebration.